Good morning, everyone. It's November the 5th, 2015. Time to kick off another trading day. Tomorrow is non-farm employment numbers. That tends to put the market in check, put it on hold. As we look at this, we're seeing that the market is headed lower. This overnight distribution is leaning B. We've got volume at 5.5. We've got volume at 28.5 right here. And if we don't break support, my guess is we're going to fill in volume between here. So the best sell would be against 04, and we might have a buy in this 24 to 28 area. Ultimately today, I think everything is going to boil down to the direction of the E-mini. And it's back up at above 2100, and it's pointed higher. So everything that we do today first couple hours of trading will be based on the direction of the E-mini. Challenger job cuts improved from last month. Only 50,000 jobs were cut last month compared to the 58,000 prior to that. Over the third quarter, it averaged 68,000 per month. So the economy is losing jobs. Jobless claims 262. It's been around 265 of late. That looks in line. Non-farm productivity plus a tenth. No one will pay any attention to that. But ultimately, that's where the economic growth comes from: improvements in productivity, either through investment or changing of work routines. Unit labor costs plus 2.2%. It's hard to believe with the sharp, with the loss in the job markets, and then natural gas inventories at 60B. So the focus will be jobless claims and the E-minis trading right now, and the E-minis traded up, so that will tend to soften things. I'd like to sell the 4 area or above, but right now you got volume at 30.5, so 31 to 03 is sell 1. 7 to 11 is sell 2. Closer we can get it done to 4, the better it is. On the buy side, I think we're headed a little lower. We got a shot at stops beneath the overnight session low, so we'll make 25, 21, buy 1. And then 17 to 13, buy 2. I'm going to put a question mark right here. This little 3/4 letter ledge, we'll put a question mark at 27. That's a possibility too. But not much news. Tomorrow's news will hold. Usually holds the markets in check. Right now the market is pointed lower, and we've got a shot at lower prices. I do think there's one sell left in the market. The ideal situation would have been where it was in T and W period. The market was rotating up into resistance, these single prints, and getting in a short off a setup there would have been the ideal way to get short. Right now, the market's going to put the pressure on us to be astute on our purchases. Okay, more and more news is being leaked by various government agencies around the world, including ours. These are high-level leaks. It looks like the Russian airliner was brought down by a bomb. ISIS is taking credit for it. A lot of the intelligence confirming that is coming from communications. Chatter as the event became close and as it was pulled off. And again, here we are in the West trying to negotiate with that mindset. I mean, it is absolutely ludicrous. I mean, you're either with them and following Sharia law, or you're not. If you've got the ability to produce income and assets, you might be able to keep your life as long as you pay them a higher tax rate. to subsidize their activities. And that's just the bottom line. You can't. There is no negotiation. And trying to talk to people like this, given tachia, makes negotiations, honest negotiations, almost impossible. So, if it is true they brought down the Russian airliner, maybe Russia will widen its scope in Syria and go after ISIS, and not just those fighting against Assad. ISIS in the peninsula of Egypt would have had to have help from their their Muslim Brotherhood to pull that off. And I'm sure they had that willing support, if this is indeed the case. We are at war. People just won't admit it. They do. They tell us every day what they're doing. So that's where we find ourselves. Yesterday we left the gold market and we had a sell 9 to 11. The high is 11. That looks pretty good. For those of you in London, hopefully you were able to take advantage of that, or for you night owls. And 14 to 16 will keep the same numbers as we had yesterday. On the buy side, stops below 11, so I think 11.1102 is doable. Buy 1, and this high volume number at 95, plus or minus buy 2. Stops below 111, I think, is what the play is today. For those of you that are visiting, the overnight markets offer unusually good trading opportunities because the markets are controlled by large firm trading desks, and they know where support and resistance are, and they are coincidentally market makers, and they defend those price points. So it makes the resistance and support levels that we get come up with after the day is closed really are very, very good for the overnight session. And if you can figure out how to trade London hours, you have a distinct advantage. Trading is slower. For beginning traders, it actually works out pretty good because you don't have to make so many decisions. You just put the trades on, get a little bit wider stop, and let the trade develop. Okay, we had stops below 50 was the play, and if we break the 850 area, then this 108.15 to 25 would be the next support band. So we'll make buy 150, pretty much where it was yesterday, and then 15 to 25 for buy 2. This comes off the structure. We'll talk about that later. Sell the buck, sell 1, 25, sell 2. Okay, the economic news out of the EU, German factory orders fell 1.7%, and I don't know how much of that would be attributed to Volkswagen, but this Volkswagen problem is going to impact Germany's export numbers, their manufacturing numbers, factory orders for a while, and it's not going to go away quickly. Poor Volkswagen will be subject to politicians trying to score points at Volkswagen's expense. Not that but Volkswagen didn't do wrong on this for a long time, and we'll just have to keep that in mind. Okay, crude oil 46.50.75. Yesterday we went out 46.75 to 47, so we didn't make that. It was lower than where we were. The market is trying to bottom here against 46. 47, 47 and a quarter, sell 2. This Russian airliner being brought down probably adds support to the crude oil market. Don't know where they're going to take it. 45.75, 46, and then 45, 45, 25 for buy 2. And last but not least, the E-mini. The E-mini looks strong. We had 1 day of pause. I can get it, there we go. And it started back up. So there's pretty good buying in that 90 to 95 area, and I think we're going to get to see if we still have sellers in the 2105, 2110 area. That's where we are right now. So the news, jobless claims 262, the Challenger job cut survey improved over last month, so that could be taken as a bit of positive news. Like I said, non-farm productivity, I don't think anybody will pay any attention to that, but that's where economic strength comes from, increases in productivity. Unit labor costs, I think that number could come in lower, but I don't think it'll impact the trading one way or the other. And then natural gas inventories will only impact the natural gas market, which is trades just as well as crude. If you're into it, it's a good market to trade. It's got a lot of volatility. So the focus will be jobless claims and resistance at 2110. So non-farm payrolls tend to freeze the market trading range. So we'll 2103 right now. Last rotate down stopped at 98. So this 95 to 2100 will be buy 1. 85 to 90 buy 2. 2105, 2110 sell 1. I think we're gonna get a shot at this 2110 area. And 15 to 20 buy 2. So I see resistance at 2110 and pretty good support in this 90 area. And if we fail to get through 2110, we got a pretty good shot at getting back to this 94, 96, 94 area, this volume that we have right here. So we'll see how she plays. Gonna take a while to get everything up and posted. Gonna get busy on that. We'll be back with you as soon as possible.